life, there's a question to be asked. Do your clothes match your hobby in any situation? Or do they just represent what you dream of?
Yo, yo.
No matter what's
Hello,
going on,
hello.
there's always the right wear and the wrong. In the
Hello,
end,
hello, hello.
which are you going to choose? Decide for yourself.
Yeehaw. Yeehaw. Yes, yes. Dino dancing. Diamonds dancing. Dancing diamonds. I actually have YouTube chat open today. I forgot to have it open yesterday. Lol. Good morning. Good morning. Hope y'all are doing well. I have to. It's 3 minutes until this game starts. Falcons G2. That is what I'm going to be watching. I think it is going to be funny in many different ways. And yeah, I have to. Let's place some bets on this. If G2 loses this, it's 100% roster change. I don't know if people, unfortunately, do any roster changes for sure through ESL Pro League. But we're going to look at G2 1.346. No, I am not Semi-Onion. No, I will not be. Here. Unfortunately, I will not be. I'm going to... Game 1 win G2 over Falcons. Oof. I wish I knew the veto, but I am going to be taking G2 in this. I think it's pretty safe. I think it's actually quite safe. Okay? I think it's just quite safe. So we are going to be putting 1,000 on G2. Market's closed. Why? Why are you doing this to me? I don't want to... I'm just going to do this then. I'm going to split bets between maps. I'm going to do game 1 win 500, 500, 500 for all the maps with G2. 500 on map 1. Why? Why is it closed? Wait a second. Let me try again. Why does it say market's closed? It's like, actually, I don't know if you can... that's really annoying. You know what? I'll do it on map 2. I don't even mind. It's probably gone live already. I'll do it on map 2, which is kind of weird. Yeah, okay. I placed it on map 2 of all maps. Let's do this for game 1 then. Let's do first to 10 rounds, which is another fun one. Okay, we did it. I'm so glad M80 won yesterday against G2. I'm just going to say that. So, we did 2 500 bets. Okay. Yeah, it probably is already started. Okay, so... They haven't even done vetoes on... Oh, they did vetoes on the stream without even saying anything. It's Falcons pick of Vertigo, G2 pick Anubis, and final map is Nuke. Okay. Okay. Alright, so I'll just get that all up. Yeshua Arc. Remember yesterday we discussed, I think, next is the problem for G2. I found a tweet that hits the nail ahead. Can I link it perfectly? Is this the PETA tweet? Because I've read that one. But Yeshua Arc, I actually don't think I thanked you yesterday for giving Anders a sub. So I just wanted to say thank you for gifting Anders a sub. I know we were deep in conversation then, and I usually just kind of like turn my brain off on alerts most of the time. So you're my new best friend. M80 is going to beat Tyloo and let's play against G2 or Falcons for the playoff spot. Can they beat G2 again or Falcons? I think they have a better chance to beat Falcons than to beat G2. I think this rematch would be very difficult for them. Okay, I'm going to get my bet slip up on the screen. Okay. Oh, this pistol. Okay. Let me get this up on the screen. No, that's not the right bet. Why is this one on that one? Okay, there we go. Okay, this isn't really what I wanted to do, but first to 10 rounds for G2. I guess I was a little slow again on doing it. Uh-oh, Falcons won the pistol. Uh-oh, yikes. But, yeah, reminder for everybody yo, what's good? What's good, Inferno? You guys said a lot of stuff, actually. I have to, quick reminder for everybody, if you guys use esb.io/referral/W2E/insight, you can watch to earn ESC, and so you can watch creators like me on the esportsbet website, and you'll earn ESC. I've shown the conversion rate before. You can turn ESC into money. So, if you're interested, feel free to watch me on a different platform. Or, it's going to be the same Twitch stream. It'll just be on a different website, and you earn ESC, which you can bet with for free. And I think ESC can be used in every country, actually. Okay. It's the PETA tweet thoughts. It's a perfect take. They actually were discussing that tweet right before the game went live. But I think it's pretty interesting, I guess. Like, it's so it's kind of like, are you saying then, is Nexa the biggest problem for the team because he's a little bit less aggressive? Or is that not like the IGL and coach's fault for not making the most out of their pieces? Because, yeah, there's an argument that it's still Hooksy's fault that the tactics in Nexa brought in is his fault. Yeah, I agree. I also, well, that's why I hate the whole discourse right now. This is kind of an interesting state right now for G2 discourse, because it's like one of the first times in a while that one of the biggest pieces of drama in the space, well, the biggest piece of drama is that it's Dust 2 instead of Overpass. But the other thing is that, G2 is not performing to the standard that we want them to. And there are many different ways that we could go about trying to change this team, but we all are aware there need to be changes. And, like, see, my least favorite part of these discussions, as many people have said, is like, oh, it's complicated, and there's a lot of moving parts with the team, and it's like, okay, so you're just gonna like say there's nothing you can do? Like, that's my least favorite take. Takes I like more are literally basically saying where you would go with this. Like, if you would swap out Hunter, that says something about you. If you would swap out Nexa, it says something about you. If you swap out Hooksy, it says something about you. And if you would swap out Nico, it says a lot about you. It says the worst. It's like the worst thing that it basically says the worst about you. Okay? People that are... There's like arguments for all four of those. Obviously, Monacy being the one guy, the one untouchable. Also Taz. It's not the worst thing you could ever say. Ooh, wow, really fast for Modern. Oh my god, Falcons are cooking right now. They are speeding up on this bomb site. Jesus, man. Oh my gosh, whew. Yeah, I think that this is the pick. If now you're playing G2, it's like every team now, unfortunately, should get really good at Vertigo. Because if you're going deep into a tournament, you're going to probably play G2 or Spirit. And you really do want to have Vertigo in your back pocket. What are you guys saying now? I don't care. Yeah, it's kind of the House of Cards crumbling way. What tweet, guys? We'll fire everyone but Nico and Monacy. You know, Hjorth Scrublord, I like legitimately, when people say that, I'm like, with an org like G2, see, this is why I've come around. I really, like, I don't think I was out on Hooksy until maybe December of last year, okay? Which I know might be a little bit longer, but I wasn't like I wasn't pounding the drum as Thorin, Kassad, and Richard have been. Like, I'm more out on Hooksy lately. I'm much more out on Hooksy lately, especially in the last, I'd say I'm most out on Hooksy in the last 2 months. I think it's finally reached a point for me. Wow, Nico has 30 health, dude. Wow, that's a crazy spray to go for, Modern. Waiting for Taz timeout to get free rounds. Yeah, I know, for real. Can we all agree? We can all agree that there needs to be a roster change. I just feel like a single roster change in Nexa is an easier short-term fix for the second half of the season. It's probably okay. If I had to make a single roster change, ooh, would I concede that? Would I concede that? Ooh, damn. But who would Okay. Okay. I actually I see it. I'm working it out in my brain. I'm working out it in my big old brain right now. I'm legitimately working through it. Wow, dude. Falcons 5-0. Should have put first to 5, huh? This is a save. This is a save. Well, one of the reasons Sun Pius was like 6th last year is because his rifle did improve. He's basically, Sun Pius had always been this on Movistar, guys. Sun Pius was a very strong CT opper. I'll almost give you it like this. Sun Pius was always the rich man's Exi Power. Remember Exi Power from Forza? That dude was a 1/2 player. Exi Power, he's like Regali. He's like, Sun Pius was always like a Regali. No, for real. For real. Sun Pius was like Regali. Sun Pius was like Exi Power. All three of those guys were very good CT side oppers, but on T side, they basically had no contributing skills. They honestly really just sucked on T side. And, but what was interesting is that Snappy and Saw helped to turn Sun Pius into a top rifler for some reason. It's like, well, he did it himself too, of course, but they somehow turned Sun Pius into this top rifler, but for whatever reason on Falcons, that rifling ability has fallen by the wayside. He's just at 0 and 0, you know? He's at 0 and 0, so it's not even doing that bad. I know the scoreboard on the left side says 0 and 2, but it actually, okay, he has finally died. Okay, he is 0 and 1 now. But that's because the HLTV scorebot shows bomb deaths. I love coming here to hate watch. You're in the right place. Dude, I am losing this first to 10 bet. That's good though. I would have put probably no, I wouldn't have changed the bet. The first to 10 is almost a substitute. For whatever reason, I couldn't put the bet on the actual map, but it's okay. It's okay. Preying on G2's downfall, losing to this clapped out Falcons would be so funny. Yeah, you know what? I don't know why I'm like... I don't know why I was betting with my brain when my heart would actually want Falcons to win this. I know. I bet I seriously was like, I was like, I don't know. G2's over the long course of history, the form of G2 has been more consistent and better than Falcons. So of course, I would bet on the favorites of G2. But it's like, I actually want Falcons to win this. I really do like Falcons. I would want to see G2 just lose everything. I cannot watch the full game. Watch my words. Falcons are winning this. They can only play against top 5 teams. That's kind of true. That's true, actually. Well, I actually agree with Thorin in that Blame F would be a great replacement, and you could literally do Nexa Hunter or Hooksy. How crazy is that? You could pick up Blame F, you could make Nexa call, and I know it's like, oh, Nexa doesn't want to call. Motherfucker, when you're on G2 making a G2 salary, you're gonna learn to fucking call again. Is that gonna lead to the most inspired calls? Maybe not. But then you have better individual players than you did before. I would probably, if I had to switch anybody role for role, though, it's Blame F for Hunter. That's like the messed up part about this. Like the most seamless role transition would just be Hunter for Blame F. But I mean, like, Hunter has been abysmal. Like, he's been terrible. G2 died because of Nico underperforming. If so, it's an easy fix by getting a decent rifler replacing Nexa or Hunter. Oh my god, dude, this game. Alright, this first to 10-1 is absolutely cooked. No one's done. Okay. Have to write a tweet. Actually, fuck it. 2024. It's like, why would you not, if you're a team, try to just get super good at Vertigo if you're in this like top 20 section? Like, you actually have a real chance. You actually have a legitimate chance versus G2, FaZe, and Spirit. Oh god, dude. All the coolest teams in the world, all the swaggiest teams in the world. There's something to be said about the fact that the 3 swaggiest teams are all bad Vertigo teams. I know. No, dude, it's just what it is, man. It sucks. It's Valve. Oh, I get. Oh my god. Just cleared, Monacy. The first kill from Sun Pius, and it's an op v op duel versus Monacy. Monacy used to be so good at this map too. What happened? At least the vibes are better. Oh god. Cannot be killed by anybody. Yeah, exactly. I'm already going in. I'm only doing 2 BO3s today, guys. Yesterday was the longest stream I've ever done in my life. Yesterday was literally the longest stream of my life. I don't think I've never done a longer stream than I did yesterday. I just 10 hours and 50 minutes because I wanted to do all 3 BO3s, and like there were multiple overtimes in every single one, it felt like. There was overtimes with every M80 one. It's actually crazy. Yeah, I know. You said you were gonna go to a dude. Literally, Inferno 1808. You literally your tweet made it onto like a. I don't know if I'd call this guy like a influencer or what, but like he definitely had a. I forgot. Like I don't know what his Twitter is because he puts like some weird letters in it. Okay, is Monacy back? Okay, cool. Here, this tweet. Inferno, you made it on this. Maui Snake chat is something. So this guy was watching via my chat, I guess. Good night, guys. Gonna go watch Lana Roach. I didn't know who that was. Like, I literally didn't know who that was. And so I actually like, searched that on my second monitor while I was live on stream. And I was like, is that like a 1970s actress? Because my knowledge of like actors and actresses in the 70s is pretty lacking. I didn't know who that was. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, well, okay. Hey.
FREQUENCYCSS just subscribed. It's happening.
It's happening. Frequency, thanks so much for the sub, man. Thank you, thank you. You are my new best friend. Guys, I need more emotes so badly. I need to give people things to spam, like for real. Oh, dude, wait. Wait, I might win the first to 10 rounds bet. I'm holding out. No, I'm just kidding. Patriotism by Yukio Mishima. I don't know what that is. My first to 10 is hitting. Let's go. That's why I was AFK for so long? Wait, what do you mean? You're talking about Inferno? Finally, G2 on the server. Your bet. Yeah, for real. Hooksy top fragging. He's the truth. Dude, is Hooksy the bet? Hooksy is actually, unfortunately, the best player for G2 on this map. Do you think Monacy is just giving up on G2? It's not normal for him to underperform like the recent matches. I think he's just bad at Vertigo with this team for whatever reason. Even though in the beginning of him being on G2, he was good at it. Like the Alexi B G2, he was actually okay. Actually, you know what? He wasn't. He wasn't actually that good at it either. He's all right. Like, actually, you know what? Let's bring up... At halftime, I'm going to bring up the stats. Halftime, I'll bring up the stats. I'll show y'all. He's seemingly bad at Ancient and Vertigo. Whereas Donk is only bad at Vertigo. So maybe Donk #1 for the year. I think the conversation for Donk or Monacy #1 this year is actually really interesting. I didn't watch the whole like feed the trolls thing with Launders and the Thorin, but I kind of thought about it, like who's gonna be, because uh-oh. Whoa. Uh-oh, wait a second. This is kind of a crazy hold. Dude, what's kind of shitty about Vertigo, though, is that this map... It'd be so much better in a couple different ways. One, I wouldn't make it vertical. Like, if you could spread this out in a horizontal plane, it would just be better. Maybe make the ramp, like, a slight part of it, but mostly just, like, kind of, like, rotate it out. Spin it out. If they could spin out the map, I think it would be better. Like, uncoil it. If they could uncoil Vertigo, I think it would be good. Because some of the ways that the interactions are between mid and B are kind of nice, but it's just, like, it's just... Well, mid kind of sucks, actually. Mid's just not a lot happening. I hate a map where a mid is just bad. Dude, are they just gonna save now? Oh my god. Mishima was like a super cool guy. Super cool. Imagine Jack from C9 goes ballistic again and convinces his sponsors to get the money for M80. Robin Van Persie, you should help them get the money. You're literally a rich footballer. Someone's telling me to do a 48-hour stream on YouTube, or someone's also saying sweating. Yeah, for real. Would removing in-game kill feeds make the game better? It would make the comms from the kind of brain-dead entry fraggers just saying dead, 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 dead. Well, that would make sense. Because when fraggers just say dead, it's just like, where? What are you talking about? Like, you know... Both games are on Vertigo. I feel like the move from Valve, I am 100% certain that my viewership goes down on watch parties and everything when Vertigo's on. I am 100% certain. I see it every single time, these dips. And so I know, but I know that I influence the product, and I not being a Vertigo fan might be part of the reason as to why, but I don't have the stats on big streams for if Vertigo's on, does viewership go down? But I know from my own thing it does. Minus Vertigo plus trade was such an obvious move. It was. It really was. This whole like angle of, oh, it's casuals like Dust 2 and Chinese people are casual and they want to get more casuals into it. Unfortunately for you guys, like, this is why, like, God fucking damn it, dude. It's like, I have to explain to people, like people are like, oh, Valve's gonna, like, do all these good things, whatever, like, they're gonna, like, they're working on it, whatever. It's like, they're a fucking business. They're a fucking business. They are going to do what's best for them. At the end of the day, they're gonna try to make the most money. It's why, literally, when we watch that video of the Russian hacker that makes the best cheats for VAC-secured servers, he and the CEO or whatever of the Russian hacking company said, when the interviewer asked them, when an interviewer literally asked them, would you, if you guys got tapped by Valve to work for them, would you even do it? And they said no. They said no. They said no, they wouldn't work for Valve because Valve doesn't care anymore about making cool stuff or learning or progressing. They care about making money. They just care about making money, and you just be more of like a business person. That's crazy. That's crazy. It used to be everybody's dream back in the day. Okay, one thing I wanted to show during halftime here, I wanted to show the M80. Let me get that. M80 stats. Let me just pull this up. It's crazy that hackers who back in the day, it felt like you would hear about cheaters, and then they would say stuff like, let's just do last 6 months, because that's about when Nexa got in. So last 6 months, 1.29 rating, and then you go to Ancient, Anubis, Inferno, Mirage, Nuke, Overpass, Vertigo. Did they even play Mirage, like, at all with Nexa? They played it probably a couple times. Okay, so here's Ancient, 1.23. Here's Anubis, 1.35. That's great. I'm going to order them. Inferno, 1.37, the highest, because, well, it is G2's best map, too. And maybe Mirage, okay, how many maps did they play? 4? Was that all with Nexa, even? I feel like it might have even been before Nexa. Yeah, this was... Wait, this was with Nexa. So they played like barely anything with Nexa on Mirage, and then they were bad. Wow, M80 was bad too. Nuke over there, Overpass over here, and Vertigo. Actually, yeah, on Vertigo he's been okay. So Vertigo, Okay, so I'm looking at the order. His worst map has been Mirage. Better at Ancient. Or his second worst has been Ancient. It's still not even bad, by the way. And then Nuke. And then Overpass. These are like tied. I guess by stats, I would definitely pick Nuke. Definitely pick Nuke over. The only reason his Overpass ratings is good is because of the DPR. Then Vertigo, and then Vertigo. Vertigo's like his third best map. Vertigo is his third best map. Why is he so bad? Like, oh wow, his first red rating, his first sub 1.0 rating with this lineup was yesterday versus M80. Oh my god. Uh-oh, pistol. Okay. I might still hit this. Was Frozen the best phase transfer after Nico? Nah, because he took all of Rops' spots. JK. I mean, in terms of pure... No. The best phase transfer after... Frozen was the... Okay. As much as I can downplay how good Rops is at times, the Frozen acquisition is practically like the Rops acquisition. Okay, in terms of actually like one-for-one replacement, I don't even remember who Nico actually replaced on phase, if I'm being honest. But Rops was clearly the Wait, why is this? Oh, this isn't lined up, my bad. What the? Monacy just shot Hooksy in the back of the head. Dude, he just shot him. He's like, I'm done with you. Twist gave better vibes. That's kind of it, isn't it? Dude, Monacy on the rifle is still crazy. What? Hunter, what are you doing? Hunter, that was like the most throwy play you could have made. What else you guys saying? Twist, why has Rain been 29 since 2022? Kind of feels like that, huh? Do you think anyone else would have gambled on Monacy when he was just a Navi junior opper, genuinely turned out to be the next Simple? Yes. Yes, and that's why a big org like G2 got him. Yes. I think there was a lot of interest in him. Liquid were in talks? Right, right. Surely they wouldn't pay 600k if there was no other interest. Exactly. Exactly. There was a bidding war for Monacy to get him to 600k, and Liquid was like, fuck it, we'll just pay that for skulls, no questions asked. Thanks, Zeus, for the input. Fucking God. Jesus Christ, man. Let's overlook someone that plays him roll for roll in Rec and has also beaten G2 now. Just so... Wow. G2 are going to hit 10. G2 might hit 10. No. There was something else I was talking about that I wanted to get back into. Oh, I think... Oh, okay, yeah. Like, the whole conversation about G2 and, like, if you only made a single player change, like, what would be the safest... Okay, it's like this. What would be the safest change to get G2 to be good? Well, it is to just get a very strong anchor for Nexa. Because we know that when it's like a JKS level player who can put up 1.09 minimum ratings in tournaments that they have winning efforts in, that they can win tournaments. I mean, I would like to just kind of blow it up a little bit. I like a little bit of change. I like a little bit more change, and I kind of like the Blame F4 Hooksy though. I think that's kind of cool. I mean, I wouldn't really... if I'm a GM, it'd be really hard for me to actually make that move because it's kind of insane. But if I were going for a more realistic play, Blame F for Nexa doesn't... It's like role-wise, it doesn't really work. And we've seen that if Blame F doesn't get his roles and other people have to shift in their roles around him, I don't know if it's like always going to be great. The bet is alive, I know. Is it possible to find an answer for Nico's downfall? Oh, whoa. Hooksy, please just slow down sometimes. The timing here is so bad. Wow. Wait a second. Wait a second. Just go A. Just go A now. Oh, no. Oh, wait. They know Dupree's here. Oh, Monacy is definitely going to overlook this. Wait, but they're just going to go A. Wow. Dupree. What are you doing, Hunter? What are you doing? He was just there. He was just there. He literally had to take like 2 steps and he could shoot you. What are you doing? It's like the timing is so off. I honestly feel like, okay, I don't think I went too public with this kind of take, but like, man, Hunter is like, it's just like, what's weird about Hunter is like, man, when it's a good Hunter game, what Hunter games look like is like a lot of really good reads. But if he's just like out of the meta or out of the feel for a little bit, man, he is just god awful. Like he's basically a vibes guy. He's basically a vibes guy. Hooksy. Okay, the bet's dead. They're not winning this round. They are not winning this one. They are not. Is it possible to find an answer for Nico's downfall? Like, was it overnight downfall? What even happened? Can't just because of CS2, he could just adapt to it. I don't know why we're saying it can't be because of CS2 when the spray is literally different. The guns literally feel different. Like, it still does feel different. I've played a lot, but like, I know it does feel different. Oh. Okay, still a chance. Still a chance to keep my bet alive, Monacy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, Monacy, yo. Oh my god. Oh my god. Best way to sync streams, look at this timer. Look when the new round starts, look at this timer. Okay, let me just do this. Let me add a comm sync. Add comm sync. Look at the HLTV timer. I am always. Whoa, why'd they use a crossfader there? Okay. Okay, adcom sync your game stream with the HLTV timer. I'm always keeping my viewing in sync with it. Literally, I see when I'm watching the actual match right now, it's at 104, 103, 102, 101. Like, in fact, if anything, what I do on purpose is that I don't want to get ahead of the HLTV timer. So I'm trying to just sync it. I am trying to sync it, but if anything, I usually try to be like half a second behind it so that I don't react before. If you sync with me, I don't want to react before. I don't want to react like before you guys see it. You know what I mean? Like that'd be so bad. Like if what if I were spoiling for you? But you know what I mean? Like yeah, there you go. Yeah. Twitch pop-out chat is also a good piece of advice. I watched the YouTube stream with the popped-out chat, and this is in the other tab. Cool. Cool. Yeah. I think that's good, Yakuza. I'm appreciative of all of you guys that are hanging around for these streams to go through the effort of doing that because you value my my kind of contributions to it. Because I know it's a little bit of a hassle, but you know, it's just like a side commentary. You don't even watch the game. You just watch me and react. And what do I just say? Thank you guys. Thank you guys. One more. Oh my god, yo, that bet could hit. Yo, why could this bet actually hit? Yo, this wasn't supposed to happen. When they were down 7-0, there was no way that my first to 10 bet was supposed to hit. Inferno, I wanted to try this. I really wanted to try this for ESL Pro League in particular. For a handful of reasons. For a handful of reasons, I wanted to try it for this. One big reason I wanted to try it for ESL Pro League is that basically, one reason I wanted to try this whole like watch party with esports bet thing now, as opposed to other times, or think about it, like, is that ESL Pro League is a long product, and I kind of get a lot of data out of it, and I can kind of see what it does over the, like, because if it's just like a Cheng, if I did this for like a Chengdu, it'd be like 7 days of a tournament, and I don't really know if my drop in viewership is because of You know, I don't know if it's because of the time the tournament's at, or no one really knew about the tournament and it was right after the major, but it's like ESL Pro League is long enough that I can gather a lot from this and think about, okay, what does this look like for my earnings, for the future of the stream, anything like that. Oh my god, we might actually hit 10 rounds on this. We might actually do this. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, m80, stay alive. Yes, good nade. Good nade. Oh, dude, trade? Yes, okay. Thank you for following on YouTube. Wait, so they can just speed up now. Uh-oh. Oh, Magisk, are you gonna fight somebody? Uh-oh. Oh, m80. Oh my god, they did it! Unless he wins a 1v3, he's just gonna save, surely. Holy crap, how did I actually win that bet? Like, I don't feel like I earned that at all. I don't feel like I earned it at all. Not that you really earn any bets, but like, I do not feel like I earned that one. I don't feel like that should have happened. That just... Let's go. The god of gamblers. I actually lost yesterday. I actually did lose because I put too much on M80 at the end versus Bet Boom. I think so. Basically, I'm using like 1,000 now as my units, and I'm basically just doing for like crazy prop bets, like who wins the pistol or who gets the first kill. I'll do 2 quarter units, and for kind of like the first to 10, basically, if it's like series win. I'm fairly confident I'll use a full unit. If it's like underdog bets, oftentimes I'm gonna. I don't know. I need to like think of strategy a little bit more, but I can't. Yep, this hit. This one hit. Can't believe it. Can't believe that. That doesn't feel right. This has been my wallpaper on my phone forever. This has been my wallpaper forever. Like literally for over a year. That has been my wallpaper. Dude, and now if G2 lose, it's okay. It's actually okay. No, actually the funniest thing is I actually wouldn't mind G2 lose this map now. Okay, I'll show it again. Hold on. Let's see if they kill this guy. Oh, nice kill from Nico. There, this is it. 90% of gambling addicts quit right before they're about to hit it big. Do you hedge bets? Yes, I have hedged. I have done some hedging.
Amril_O just subscribed. G2 disband out of shame when.
Amril AU, thanks for the sub. Every Australia, you know how do you know the Twitch users from Australia? Oh, they'll let you know in their username. They'll let you know. Oh, m80! Damn it! Oh my god, dude. Nexa? Actually, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. That was a tough position for that guy to handle. Wow. Remove AU from your name out of shame win. That no-scope was just absurd. Well, if Amber wasn't taken. Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. I'm just trolling. It's just a little bit of trolling. We all know Nico's fallen off, but where the F has Sun Pius been? I know. That's actually a good one. Okay, Nico just can't rifle anymore. Nico's just a bad rifler. He's just an objectively bad rifler now. There's nothing to say about that other than mechanics. I don't even know how he could hit that in CSGO, not CS2 though, because his aim looked so bad. G2 Perfecto win. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Perfecto's like the active pressure lurker necessarily, but I didn't really ever think JKS was like a hella good like active lurker, but I think actually versus Nexa he is. Okay, that's true. Oh my god, Monacy. Dude, they're throwing a lurk smoke to gain space. This is kind of crazy. Monacy has to do something this has to be crazy for Monacy. Yep, one. There we go. Dude, he's gonna ace. Monacy is literally so good. It's... Ah, damn it. No, Nexa. Oh. Sunpies finally did. He did something. Sunpies has 6 kills, dude. He has 6 kills. Donna! So can we agree that Nico is a problem? Here, let's do the same thing that we did for Monacy. Let's look at his map stats. Because he's bad at Vertigo. He's actually always been bad at Vertigo, okay? If I think of Nico on every other map, though, like, Ancient is, like... I feel like I remember a lot of good Nico moments on Ancient. I wonder if that's reflected in the stats. JKS is world-class, Nexa isn't. Exactly. From Super Team to Super Vibes. Did I say Emerald AU, you're my best friend? If so... Still a 1.1 rating on Vertigo for Nico. Like, see, that's what I mean. Like, dude, it's just like eye test for Nico is like so bad sometimes because it's like we just expect he's gonna do everything. We just expect everything from him. He's still like I wouldn't if in CS2 he has a 1.1 in Vertigo, I'd be like shocked, but also like kind of mad at myself that it's one of those things where it's like, ah. Oh my god, you G2 are gonna win this. Yep. Okay. You know what? I kind of can... It's easy to root against both of these teams. I'll say that. It is easy to root versus both of them. Wait, which team do I have more mutuals with? I have more mutuals with Falcons, actually, on Twitter. So, more Twitter mutuals on Falcons, so I think... I should root for them, then. I should root for them, because I can... Modern has DM'd me before, and Snappy DMs me. Before, it used to just be Hooksy, and then he unfollowed me. Want both teams to change their rosters anyway. I know. And the thing is, actually, Falcons can do it. When someone's saying, what's your plan with the hair? Been growing out my hair also? Oh, I'm gonna get a hair. I literally just haven't had time to get a haircut. I'm like really putting it off. I feel like someone in a YouTube chat saying that. I'm gonna go to a hairdresser. I'm gonna get like a 1.5 inch cut everywhere, and I'm just gonna get it layered, and then I'm gonna switch products and see what happens. And I'll after this map, I'll show my hair a little bit more while we're between maps. Yeah, based off of recent form, it is a mid-off. I mean, it's Modern being a specialist yet again on this map. He's like, Modern's legit good on this map. Almost didn't recognize you IRL with the hair. Were you at Laundersland? I assume you're at Laundersland. Oh, you're Davy's friend Jordan. Okay, cool. Well, it was nice to meet you. Okay. On day one, I did my hair differently. I pushed it forward. Sometimes on certain days, I push my hair forward. I wear it kind of on my forehead. But it doesn't look good on stream or broadcast to do that, so I push my hair back. But when I'm in person, I kind of do like it's kind of like a pushover middle part-ish thing. Middle part sounds so bad, but when you have curly hair, it's not that bad. Like or wavy hair, it looks better. Okay, let's see. 50 seconds. 2 mollies, smoke, nade. Sunpius has a smoke. Sunpius should be good for 1 kill, okay? They have no flashes also, so this B hit's going to be really tough. In fact, I almost feel like you can't construct a solid enough B hit without any flashes. I don't feel very good about this for G2. Okay, so they're going to try to pull off some players. Okay. Yeah. They're just sending... They said, Monacy, go kill. We're going to go B. They literally said, Monacy, go kill. Wow. Oh, and Monacy, of course, gets a kill. Of course he gets one. But they don't know. They don't know if it's a full A hit or a full B hit because Monacy got the kill. Dude, this strat is so much easier to call when you have freaking Monacy getting, like, kills out of thin air. Oh, my God. Dude, this strat actually is, like... Literally, he said, Monacy, go kill, and we're gonna go plant B. That was a... Wait, actually, what even happened there? Okay, so Nico didn't even kill Sunpius there? Dude, this guy can't... This guy actually is washed. Let's actually cut him. Cut him. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's really bad at Vertigo. He's so bad at Vertigo, he misses easy sprays. Monacy's looking and he's like, what did I sign up for? Is this Nico, the all-time great rifler? Like, is this the GOAT rifler? What the fuck why are riflers so bad? Why don't I have Donk on my team? Oh my God, and Monacy dies to Dupree at the beginning. This round feels over already. Holy crap. Monacy also, it was a 1-map slump, and literally we're like, is Monacy no longer trying now that he's on G2? Come on, it was 1 map. It's like a single series. It was a single series. And he actually carried them on Inferno. He dropped 30 kills on Inferno, and someone in chat was like, is Monacy giving up on the team because like they're gonna change something? It's like, dude, he had, for the first time this year, he had 2 bad maps in a BO3. Monacy could never farm Zywoo like my goat. Versus farm Betboom like my goat, Zywoo. Yeah, I mean, I'm just kidding. He could have, well, actually, he's bad in, was he? Like, all of it? Oh. Okay, here's kind of how the hair looks right now. Like, this is just like pushed back everywhere, but I usually kind of run my hands through it, open it up a little bit. It kind of looks stringy right now though, because it's still wet. It's still a little wet. But like, yeah, I'm just trying to like, I'll do it more when it's still a little wet from the shower I took before I started streaming. Okay. Are Falcons gonna win this map now? Is that what's happening? Oh my God. Spanish freedom fighter in 1935 Madrid. I kind of like that. I'm kind of cool with that. I think that's a look. That's a vibe. What? It looked like Sunpius took his hand off the keyboard. Is it just me or CS2 much more enjoyable to watch than CSGO? Did someone say hello? What was that? Who said hello? That was a weird voice. Is it just I actually agree. No, Alex CB, Al QCB, Al Qaeda CB, Al Qaeda CB. Wow. I'm giving people ideas for new Twitter handles. I just feel I feel like actually I personally like watching CS2 more than CS:GO, but I still don't love how it feels to play CS2 entirely over CS:GO. The crispiness of mechanics was definitely better in CS:GO, like no doubt about it. I definitely felt like if I was the better player in the server mechanically, I could just run through people. I could run through people so hard. And now it's like, yeah, I still can, but I do feel like sprays get away from me in a way that they didn't in CS:GO, and it's not just because I don't practice at the same amount as I used to. It's just like even ooh, wow. No, it does feel different. It does feel like the game is less consistent or something since CS2. Yes, exactly. Exactly. It feels like my ability to just like perfect crosshair, because I still have insane crosshair placement, I think. Like I still have very, very strong crosshair placement, and I'm just like I used to just be able to run around CS:GO and just like one tap, one tap, one tap. Like I used to just be able to just totally run through people. It just doesn't, like, the counter strafe feels still a little bit worse in 64 tick. I think the servers are weirdly, I think that's probably just 128 tick. I don't know if it's the servers or 64 tick sub tick. That 13-0 win in open had some clean kills. Thank you. One vision. Yes. Yes, exactly. It used to feel like you could autopilot CSGO, but now it feels like you have to compensate for the game. Exactly. Exactly. It's like, it was like, it still had this, like opping feels mostly fixed. I'd say opping feels like 90, I'd say it feels, but in the beginning of CS2, opping felt like half as good. Like, no joke, it felt half as good. Now it feels like 85% as good. Spraying still feels like 80% as good or something like that, you know? Oh my god, is he gonna win this? Oh, Nexo in the 1v1? Oh god. Donna! How is it an easier game? I don't think... Who's saying it's an easier game? I literally don't hear that at all. You're like quoting, but I don't know who you're quoting when you say that. But the subtick discussion is non-existent? I feel like people that play still say stuff. I think it's not really... I think it's still, like, prevalent. Subtick still feels worse than 128 tick. Like, spraying is never going to be the same. Spraying will always be slower. Spraying will always feel worse. And movement. Literally bunny hopping. Literally bunny hopping is still not possible on 64 tick. New player friendly changes? What do you mean new player friendly changes? Like being able to see your money in the buy menu, or getting a AC 130 reticle when you're holding your nade out? I don't think those are bad. I don't think those are bad. How do we know Valve wanted to remove bunny hopping? What? They don't say anything about these things. What? It's more inconsistent, which levels the playing field. You can't strafe it anymore. It's precise, which gives... Yes! Marchie, yes. Yes. Strafing is just less... Like, counter strafing is just a little bit... It's like a hitch slower. It's like... It's a hair slower. When you counter strafe one tap, it is just a hair slower. Like, you need to be paused for a little bit longer. I don't know if you guys... I mean, if you guys played a lot of 64 tick and 128 tick CSGO, you would know that one of the things that was very, very apparent is that, okay, I used to do this all the time, okay? As someone who had like 6,000 hours, played at the tier 2 North American level in ECL, I used to do this all the time. On Mirage, if I had the mid spawn, T-side, I would buy a Deagle, Yes, yes, I was one of those creatures. I would buy a deagle, I would sprint through mid, I would sprint to mid if I had the spawn, I would beat the window USP player, and I would one-tap him every single time on a 128-tick server. On 64-tick, I couldn't do it because the amount of time, the difference in time with that counter strafe on 64-tick, to count, like, you would strafe out with the deagle, counter strafe, but you'd have to be paused for, like, that extra half second longer. And you would have to do it. You would have, then you couldn't hit the deagle shot. When I was playing in EU, I was gaining elo. When I was playing in EU, I was literally gaining elo. I was like, it was not like I got my highest elo ever in Europe. Okay, like I gained like 300 elo by just moving there and playing on a laptop. Okay, like elo is inflated in Europe. It's factual. It's definitely inflated. There's just more elo to go around. I do think like I had higher. It was easy. It was actually easy to gain elo for the first like 10 games I played in Europe. No joke. And I was playing on a fucking laptop. At the highest level, the pugs are harder. But at like 2,800, like 2,800 elo, which is what I ended up reaching, like it was definitely easier in Europe. Because the problem in North America is that once you hit like 2.6k elo, you are playing literally only ESL Challenger League and advanced players. Like you're playing or better. Even Onipixel can't hit global in EU. That you're trolling though, right? Like because Onipixel's literally bad. He's actually literally bad. No one had global in NA. No one had it because there were just cheaters. There were just too many cheaters. I got global for the first time ever in North America in the early 2010s, like 2015 or 16 I got it. But then I didn't have it for like no joke like 4 years. But then going back to Europe, oh wow, Falcons won. Okay. Wow, but I still hit my first to 10 bet. Well, in NA, there's like 1/100th of the player base above level 10 or some shit. Yes, exactly. That's why the elo is inflated. Dude, every American tells you this. Every North American tells you this. Once they go to Europe, we all say the same thing. Okay, at the high, everybody like, I know I'm preaching to just a bunch of Europeans right now, so you guys can't fathom this, but this is just what it is. When I moved, like. You guys didn't live in like 2 years of Europe versus like 4 years of NA. Like it's just how much does here's what I'm doing with the hair though. It's like, well, dude, the best teams in the world are all European. I don't doubt that. Like, and all the best player, I'd say like 99% of the pros that are the best right now are European. Like basically the only NA pro that's even relevant right now in terms of like top 20 conversation is Liege. Everybody like Twist is quite good for Liquid right now, but they're just doing nothing. So everybody else is just so far beneath them. So, and the thing is, Twist was basically just playing in Europe. But no, when you do move to NAF is good. NAF is good right now. Again, Liquid is just not doing anything again. So Modern, by the way, 31 and 15. But you don't see a lot of NA pros that high up in EU face it. Yes, because the elo is harder to get in North America. Thorin mine broke Maui. He gave up on Twist. Well, look, it's just that you can't be top 20 if you're you can't be top 20 if you're a team that doesn't even make the major or like do anything in any tournaments. Okay, so here's the hair though. Still a little bit. So like it gets kind of stringy in the back based off of the conditioner I use. I didn't use enough conditioner this morning. I just kind of like went into it. Yeah, we'll do a channel point bet on it. Yes, exactly. Okay, there's just a huge gap between 2000 and 3000 where there's thousands of Europeans and hundreds of Americans to fill the lobbies. You'll be playing harder people earlier if you're North American. Yes, exactly, Wasa. That's exactly it, okay? It's not that at the highest level it's any different, okay? Like in the top 0.001%, I do think that it's probably a little bit. I do think that it not a little bit. I do think that it's harder in Face It. I'm saying that like at most levels of Face It, it is actually harder in North America than it is in Europe. I think it's almost like there's this like weird sweet spot of like difficulty where I think in NA, I think like level 8 through not level 8. I think probably like level like the bottom, like if you get to level 10, like 2000, maybe a little above it, like 2000 to 3000 elo, it is that area, Wasa. The area you're talking about, Wasa, is where it's very difficult for NA Face It people. When I played some Face It around like 2k elo, it felt like nobody really cared about the game and everyone was just vibing, but EU, everyone sweats it. I feel like they were, well, I don't really know if I agree with, I mean from my experience, when I got to Europe on a laptop, literally a worse computer, and I started playing Face It in Europe, I just gained like 300 elo really, really quickly. I was like, oh, like, these games are like people are very low, like people felt very low skilled in those games. At 2500 elo, I shot up to like 2800. I think I was like 2880 or something like that was like my highest elo ever. And I just kind of like sat around there for a bit, but even on a laptop. And then, how many top 1,000 people from NA do you see in EU though? I don't know what you mean though. Are there any sites I can do CS2 betting on for US? You can use ESC on esportsbet. A very small sample size though. I only played a little when I was staying at Davies' place, but it felt more chilling vibe games. Okay. Can Nico become a species of Yakindar? NA and EU Face It are the same elo or not? They're the same. I don't know. Top 1,000. No, there's more. Camel PC. Like you're literally just looking at the pure number. You're literally looking at a pure number. You're looking at the pure number, and there is more elo in EU Face It. BlakeCon, let me. I'll sign your profile. Okay, I can't really explain this anymore because it's like, if you can't understand how this works, it's kind of like this. If let's say this. If you're playing Mongolian Face It, okay, this is actually this is the most apt example possible and the best way I could possibly explain it. If you're playing Mongolian Face It, let's just say there's a thing. Let's just say there's a Mongolian Face It, and there are only like 100 people that play it. Okay, once you start beating all the people through like level 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All of a sudden, you have literally already started playing the Mongols. You are already playing a professional team. Like, that's what gets crazy. That's what gets really crazy about playing in North America on Face It. Once you're basically like 2500 elo, you're starting to now play like ESL Challenger League players. Like, that's it. Like, it just doesn't go that high. It doesn't go that high. Like, it's just, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's not, like, it's just because there's such a dearth of player base in North America on Face It that once you get into the top like 1,000 ranked people on Face It in North America, all of a sudden you're playing people that are playing like 10 hours a day. In EU, there were more people, at least in that 2,000 to 2,800 range that I played in, 2,000 to 3,000 range that I played in, I guess, that were like, oh, you guys are actually kind of casual, but you just like have 5,000 games. Like, there were so many people in Face It with like 4,000 games of pugs, and they just weren't even that good. They just like, I think they're just autopiloting every day and just like queuing a lot. Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird like that. And again, this is my subjective experience, but then once I've also talked to people that have from North America that have gone to Europe, we actually joke about like, you're going to just get this boost in elo for a handful of matches. And then, yeah, you're going to start hitting then like the ESEA main players in Europe or whatever, like who are good. Yeah, they're good. Like, okay, let me, I'll show you this. Ooh, very cool profile. Very good berserk. Oh, Donna! It could be better. Maybe now. Is it back? Refresh. Try now. It looks like my kilobytes are better now. Is it better? He didn't pay his internet to make the bet. Refresh and still nothing. Huh. We're back? He's back? Okay, I'm back. Okay. I think it's going to be good for a second now. I'm not sure what I should refresh here. This is what happens when you go against the EU Face It Mafia. Your internet explodes. I think I have to do something though. I have to hold on. I'm gonna change my bit rate. I think the bit I raised my bit rate a little while back. I changed. I'm gonna start the stream back in like 1 second. Okay, I think I'm gonna try to lower the bit rate a little bit. I think it's trying to like fight for like more bit rate when I don't even know if it can. I don't know if that's gonna do it or what. I'm not gonna lie, I'm DDoSing me. Thank you for that. Okay, be back in like 1 minute. I'm just gonna change